Hello and welcome to Epic Charter Schools. A brand new, wonderful school year is upon us, 2019-2020. My name is Dolores Harlan and I'm your principal here at Epic Charter Schools. If you are brand new, welcome. We're so glad to have you on board. If you are a returning student and family, welcome as well. We're so glad to see that you are back and ready to start a brand new year with us. So I wanted to share with you a couple of things today in order to have the best, most positive and productive experience that you can have. Now, this is mentioned in my corresponding parent letter to this video, but I also wanted to talk about it today in the video. It is the success triangle. In order to have success at Epic, there are some things that need to be in place. As you can see, there are 3 legs to the Epic success stool, and I wanted to talk to you about those 3 legs. The first leg of the stool connects to the teacher and the leadership team here at Epic. Now, as you will see in your attached letter from me to you and to your family, teachers will set up the pacing schedule. We will provide you with the curriculum information that your child needs and that you need in order to be aware and to communicate well with you. We will teach about resources and teach about standards and provide strong lessons that connect to our Oklahoma academic standards. We will set up appointments. We will monitor the progress of your student, and we will provide consistent updates. We will also use our benchmark data to lead us and to drive mastery of skills and then to fill holes that your student may have in his or her curriculum. We will try to keep you aware of all needs that we have as a teacher. And we are asking that you stay in strong communication with us each and every week, as discussed in your meetings with your teacher. We cannot do what we do without your help as our co-teacher. And that takes me to the second leg of our success stool at Epic, and that is you as the parent, as the guardian, and as the family of the student. We are asking several things from you as our co-teacher here at Epic. And I'm going to go back and refer to this right here on the success triangle. As the co-teacher, as the parent, guardian, and family, you will monitor the pacing and schedule daily of your student. You will adjust that schedule when and as needed. You know your student best. You are your child's number one teacher. And so when there is a time in the day that your child needs to take a break, that your child needs a snack, that your child needs to walk away, or that your child needs to refocus. So it will be up to you to identify those times, identify those needs of your child, because you know your child best. So look at your child in the day and determine what might be needed. There may be more structure that's needed for your student to get the work done that needs to be done in the day. Your child may be a better worker early morning or late in the day. That is for you to identify and make sure as the co-teacher that those things get done in the time that, as we know, is very flexible at Epic, but to make sure that it gets completed. That is the number one thing that we need from you, is to make sure that that child gets the work completed from the home front. It takes a lot of self-discipline and self-control to get work completed on the digital level. So working together, partnering with you, and we will make such an impact on your child's education. Together, we can make this happen. So other things that we will need for you to do on your side from the home front is ensure the student attends all meetings. Now, some of these meetings, you may actually be driving your child to a physical elbow-to-elbow meeting. Make sure your child gets there and communicate with that teacher. If you know that you are not going to be there, you need to communicate with your teacher at least 2 hours ahead of time so that teacher can make other alternative arrangements in the day to either meet with you or to meet with another family, because we are constantly juggling for every single student's best day, the best outcome for each student in the day. So we need to know at least 2 hours ahead of time if you are not going to be able to attend the meeting. That would be an in-person physical elbow-to-elbow meeting. We would also ask the same courtesy on Zooms. So ensuring that your child is there for all meetings, including Zooms, as well as benchmarks, as well as state tests. Those are all important, and that communication is key. Again, we need at least a 2-hour notification that if you are not going to be there for any meeting, whatever that meeting might be. And then you can use the parent portal to assist you along the way. You can use the resources that your teacher has given you and that I have given you along the way. And don't forget about Homework Help. Homework Help is a very, very important resource to help out as well. So I get asked a question a lot, Mrs. Harlan, I don't know how to help my student with whatever curriculum it might be. It might be a math curriculum. It might be a writing curriculum. And Mrs. Harlan, I never had that type of learning as a student when I was younger. I don't know how to help my child with that particular skill or that particular lesson. I fully understand that. That is when you will use Homework Help. You will reach out to the resources your teacher has given you to look up items, to look up skills and the how-to of certain skills. You may need to Google certain skills. That's okay. I do that with my college-age daughters from time to time. And then the next step, after exhausting those resources, looking through things, if you're still not sure, if Homework Help still is not helpful, don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher. Don't assume that your teacher knows. Don't assume that your teacher knows that there's trouble with a certain skill, certain lesson, or certain piece of the curriculum. You've got to communicate. So we are asking you, talk to your child about how to communicate with the teacher. Don't ever assume that we know that there's a problem. So when you communicate with the teacher, you might choose a phone call. Phone calls are always great because the physical discussion over the phone is helpful, that we can hear your voice, you can hear ours, and there's no miscommunications there. Secondly, there could be a Zoom meeting. Again, that in-person contact. We might be able to knock out a Zoom meeting in a 15-minute period of time in order to teach a skill that you are confused about. So having that strong communication piece in place means everything, where you can see or hear the teacher and there's no miscommunication. Third could be an email. Fourth could be a text. Keep in mind, teach your student this. If you email or text, there could be a miscommunication. There may be something that comes across in an email or a text that wasn't meant. Maybe the person on the receiving end of the text or email may not understand how you're coming across. So be sure if you use text or email, the communication is still strong. Otherwise, there may be a miscommunication. So thank you for doing everything on the home front, partnering with us and supporting us and teaming with us, because we cannot do what we do without you from home. You are truly your child's #1 teacher. Okay, I'm now going to go to the third leg of the stool. And students, this is where I'm talking to you. You are an absolute critical piece to success at EPIC. It is not just the teacher and educational team. It is not just the parent, guardian, or family. Student, it is you. It is truly you. And again, the things that I've talked about today, the communication piece, conversations, those must be in place at all grade levels for your teacher to understand your side, your viewpoint, your voice in the matter, and your voice counts. We want you engaged. We want you excited. We want you happy, and we want you proud. We want you to feel very confident in moving forward with each and every day. There will be times when you have trouble, that you have challenges. That's okay. That's how your best learning may occur, is if you overcome a challenge or something that's confusing. That is, by all means, some of the best opportunities to learn. You fall down 7 times, you stand up 8, and you keep moving forward. Don't get deflated. Talk to your parent. They are the co-teacher. And talk to your teacher. Don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. So I'm now looking at this #1. Students, you must do the work. Don't be lazy. Don't put it off. Don't assume you'll get it done over the weekend, and don't do your work today because you can have over the weekend to do it. Do it now. Get it done. Knock it out. Check mark that box. And ask questions. Discuss with your parent. Don't assume your parent knows where you're coming from without a good conversation about it. You must ask questions. Ask questions of your teacher. We cannot read your mind. We don't know what you're thinking if you don't ask questions. You must attend meetings. You must attend meetings physically, elbow to elbow. You must attend meetings by Zoom from time to time. Be there. Be on time. Smile. Be positive. We all have work to do. You have a job and we have a job. Knock it out. Let's get it done with a very good, positive attitude. Respect is everything. I'm going to talk about, in just a moment, the word of the year, which is respect. Respect every day. You may not like what your parent or teacher has to say, but you must respect it. Even if you don't like it, you must respect it. We'll talk about that in just a moment. You must be willing to learn. Do what you need to do your job and do it well. You must work as needed to stay on pace. Don't expect to get behind and everything's just going to be okay. You have to ask questions, move forward, do the work. There are times when you're going to feel challenged. There are times when you're going to feel pride. Awesome. It's all good as long as you're moving forward and getting the work done. Work to stay on pace. You must respond to emails. And parents, this goes along to you as well. Check your emails every single day. Not just text messages, but emails. You must discuss any concerns that you have with your teacher and with your parent. Be vocal. Talk about what's on your mind. Do not assume we can read your mind. We can't. Okay? So those three pieces right here will be the chance to have success at Epic, a successful day, a successful week, and a successful year. Okay, I'm now moving on with the word of the year, which is respect. And this means everything to me. This is one very important piece that goes along with success at Epic. And this is when you have regard for someone else's feelings other than your own. Students, I'm specifically talking to you for the word of the year. Someone else's feelings, someone else's wishes, that you do what you need to do and respect their reasoning. Again, you may not like having to do the work, but we must respect it. That means to follow through with something, admiring or accepting deeply what they've asked you to do and showing that respect to them for their feelings and their thoughts and their wishes, because we all want the best for you. We're all in this together for you as a team. Now, reflection. This is very important. Students, be a reflection of what you'd like to see in others. If you want love, give love. If you want honesty in your life, you give honesty. And if you want respect, you give respect. You get in return what you give. The author of that wonderful quote is unknown. So respect is our word of the year. Respect to self, respect to others, and respect to property. So when you go to meet your teacher, not only will you respect your teacher and respect his or her wishes, you will respect your parent, guardian, and family, whoever takes care of you. You will respect yourself. Speak good words to yourself. Speak good words to yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. And then when you go to a library or other places or businesses, respect the property. Respect this Epic laptop. It is not yours to keep. It is yours to rent. It's loaned. It's just like it's loaned to me. We respect the property. We take care of it. We respect our MiFi. We respect the desks wherever we meet. We respect the computers in any computer lab at a library that we use. We always respect self, others, and property. Okay, I'm moving now to the word of the month for the month of September. The word for September is responsibility. The duty to deal with something or of having control over something. And students, you have responsibility to your work. You have control over your work. You have the duty to take care of your work. Parents, this also connects to you, and teachers, it connects to us. We are responsible to take care of matters within EPIC, taking care of business and dealing with things. Parents, hold your students accountable. Hold your students responsible. Don't assume that they are going to do what you tell them to do without checking in and confirming that they are doing it. That's huge. Don't assume that they will do it on their own without you. Kids will be kids. I can take the best kids in EPIC. I can take the best kids in my own life. I can take the best kids in our wonderful nation. Kids are kids, and they may try to do some things when we're not looking we would never expect them to do, and that includes perhaps not working. So don't assume that they are going to always do what we tell them to do. They are kids. We must follow through and make sure that they are doing what needs to be done each and every day, each and every week, each and every month. I've learned that lesson with my own two daughters as well. And finally, an excellent set of, it's basically a poem, but it's a quote, a set of quotes from Nike. Quit making excuses. Quit putting it off. Complaining about it. Dreaming about it. Whining about it. Crying about it. Believing you can't. Worrying if you can. Waiting until you are older. Make a plan and just do it. And that's by Nike. Again, that's kind of like a little poem, a non-rhyming poem, but it's also a quote. And it's definitely something to remember. So moving forward, I'm so excited to start a brand new school year with you, each and every one of you. Communicate, discuss, share your thoughts, collaborate, partner with your teacher. Parents, we can't do what we do without you. You are your child's number one teacher. Students, we must have you do your part, do the work, get it done, knock it out. And then every tiny celebration, we love those. Celebrate. Have a wonderful school year and reach out to me anytime. Again, my name is Mrs. Dolores Harlan. Your teacher can give you my email address and my phone number. I would love to hear from you, your questions, and to also hear about your celebrations for the school year. Welcome. Have a great week back and a great year. Until next time.